real quick. So let me see if I can bring that up. Oop, wrong button. Alright, what's happening, guys? It's Apex here, and today we're going to be kicking off the start of my Ark Kotl Tournament. KOTL stands for King of the Land. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through 5 dinos at a time. We're going to be going through groups of dinos, 5 at a time. I'm going to pick one out of every group. I have the first 5 here. I'm going to pick one out of every group, all land-based, no flyers, no sea, none of that stuff. I'm going to do those tournaments later on, or at least I'm going to try to. But I'm going to go through each group, pick one out of them, and they're going to go into the brackets for the tournament. Now, those brackets will be picked at random. So, but yeah, so we're going to start it off here with these 5 dinos. The King of the Land tournament is going to be 1v1 dino fights. Every dino will be at level 150, and they're not going to be leveled up. No stat changes, no nothing. The server's set to standard, so all of their levels and stuff, like all of their stats. Let's go over here and look. Like a standard level 150 allo in an official server has 3400 health and 420% in melee damage. Okay, so they're all set to the official standard. The only thing that's actually modded in here is when I summon them in, they're already at level 150, and my stats are modded, so I don't have to worry about stopping to drink or water or anything. I'm not going to build an arena for it. Normally I would, but I'm just not really worried about building an arena. So instead, we're just going to use this big field here to do the tournament in. 1v1. Okay, so first up we have the Achatina. The Achatinas are pretty interesting snails. That shell has got to give some kind of added armor to him. He's only got 585 health, but he deals 315% in damage. Wouldn't last very long in a fight, but I could kind of see him maybe doing a little bit of damage to something. The Allosaur, we already saw his stats. He's a menacing motherfucker. Allosaurs are always, you know, out of this group at least, the Allosaur is definitely the apex. Pun intended there. But yeah, out of these 5, he's definitely one of the favorites. The Ankylo, always love the Ankylo. They're all cool. He's got 3,360 health, 322 in melee damage. You would think that attacking an Ankylo would deal some damage because of those spikes on him. He's armor plated. He's definitely got an advantage there over some of these guys. Next up is the Aranio Spider. These spiders are fucking creepy. Very low health, only 810 melee damage at 322. Not that intimidating. Next up is the Archaeopteryx. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, you said no flyers. These guys technically aren't flyers. I mean, like, come on. These guys definitely aren't flyers. Sure, they can, like, hover around and shit like this, but that's about it. There's nothing else really, you know, I guess, flying about them, if you want to. There's no real aviation to them. So, I mean, they could, like, fly around and hit, but they can't, like, fly up into the air and, you know, fight like a Pteranodon can. So, I was going to throw him in there just as, like, a gag. But, yeah. Alright, Archaeopteryx got health stats of 625 and 308 in melee damage. Now, I'm not going off of which dino is the strongest. I'm not going to go off of which dino is the strongest or which one's the weakest. I'm going off the one that I personally like out of these. Normally, I would pick the Aranio Spider, but his stats are shit. If I go with the Allosaur, then, I mean, he's kind of a shoo-in. He's got a big fighting chance. And I would honestly like to see him go in and fuck some shit up. But I'm going to have to go with the Ankylo. I got to go with the Ankylo. I've always liked the appearance of the Ankylos. They got really good use for harvesting stone and metal and all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can bring him over here. Get him out of the way and set up the next list here. Alright. I really don't have to go through and fucking kill all these dinos. But I'm gonna have to do the command anyway. Just to get rid of the bodies. Oh, whoops. Wasn't even looking at him. I have to be closer. There we go. The Arania is like, fuck it, if you're gonna kill me, I'm gonna eat. Arania are vicious. The fucking spiders are really fucking vicious. I need a cleanup over here on aisle 3. So I'm gonna get my Griffin over here. I spawned in like the jungle and I was like, I'm not fucking running. Fuck that, I have admin abilities, I'm gonna use them. So I'm gonna bring in the Griffin to do some cleanup here. Alright. I'm gonna adjust his stats real quick. Or adjust his follow distance. I think it's in behavior. No. Damn it. Controls. Really? Keep hitting me with that tail, motherfucker, and your ass is gonna get fucking fed to something in the tournament. Distance to low. There we go. Alright. Now that we've got him out of the way. Griffin, just sit there. Don't move. Just stop. Stop! Stop what you're doing! Alright. Now let's go over here and get the next dinos set up. Oh, well, we got a couple good ones here. Dinos that I would not be throwing in would be like the Giga, the fucking Basilisk, stuff like that. That definitely wouldn't be in that list. Alright. I had to make sure on how to spell this one. But I'm going in alphabetical order here. So let me see here. Alright. There's the next one there. I believe I'm stuck. No, I'm not. Slip off the side. Arthropleura. That's going to be a pretty interesting one there. Can't wait to see his stats. Next up. Getting into the bees here. Yep. Baryonyx. That one's going to be pretty interesting. Aw. Beezle Buffo. 3. Alright, so we got 2 more. I am going to disqualify the Diplodocus out. Mainly because he doesn't do any damage. Wait a minute, I read that wrong? Yeah, I did. It wasn't Bronto, it was Sauropod. How the fuck do you spell Sauropod? It's called Bronto, fuck. It's easy. Sauropod, alright, but I'm not excluding the Bronto. Because the Bronto can do a lot of damage. Them tail swipes can fuck some shit up. So we get the Bronto and great. I'm gonna throw in some aberration here with the Bulldog. Cool, cool. I am gonna be also taking out the all of the kaiju monsters, which would be like titans and shit, and all the bosses. Yeah, I'm not gonna have any of those in there. The basilisk as well. He's gonna be in one of the later ones where I do like all the special dinos. So I can get him over here a little bit further. Yep. Alright, Ankylo's good. Okay, so let's go look at these stats here. Wow, the Bronto. I couldn't even see the Beezle Buffalo. I couldn't even see the frog. I was like, where'd it go? Alright, Arthropleura, 2200 health, 32 or 322 in damage. These things are fucking creepy. Their spit will break armor, so that could probably give them an advantage and also give them some distance at the start of the fight. The Baryonyx, these things are fucking creepy. Real good water tames though. They work really well in water. 2100 in health, 322 in damage. So that's not bad. He's about up to par with the Arthro. Let me look. 2200 in health. Yeah, he's got the Arthur has a slight advantage in health, but they're equal in melee damage. I don't know, between them two, that might be pretty interesting. Let's see here, Beezle Buffo, 1100 in health, 325 in damage. Okay, that's not bad. He'll also have a he also has that tongue sweep move that he does, so that could give him some advantage. I feel like the Baryonyx would be better in water though for a fight. Bronto, 9300 in health, 294 in melee damage, so he's definitely a tank to say the least. And of course the Bulb Dog. I've never actually seen a Bulb Dog fight, so I think it'd be pretty interesting to see one of them, you know, in action. Let's see, 870 in health, but there's no melee count. So yeah, Bulb Dog, I think he's going to be out for that one. Honestly, I'm kind of tied between the Beezle Buffo and the Baryonyx, because I'd really like to see the Baryonyx in there. The Arthropleura would be pretty good, but I mean, that spit would just decimate whatever it hit. It is kind of hard to pick here. Oh man. I'm thinking Beezle Buffo, to be honest. I think he'd be pretty interesting in there. But I also like the Baryonyx. I'm going to have to go Beezle Buffo. Oops. Will you go to behavior? Thank you. Oh my god. Whoops. Alright. Let's get him drawn over here. There we go. Now we'll just take out all of these guys. Yep. For now, I'm only gonna do the first three. Whoa. Did not see that coming. Okay. Take that one out. There's Arthropleura. He's going over there to fucking eat him. Look at that Bulb Dog. Kill him off. Alright, let me go get the Griffin, clear the field some, and then we'll get on with the third contestant in the tournament. The third competitor in the tournament. Take the Griffin back over here. Bam. Alright. Now we're going in for the third contestant. So this will be interesting to see who's in it. Let me get my, well, at least part of the command up. Alright. Let's see. Okay. I could definitely see this one being somewhat decent. That's one of the main things that I hate about having to or doing a tournament like this is having to type in the fucking command codes every time. It's really fucking annoying. First up is the Carbonemys turtle, so that'll be interesting there. Oh, another good one. Another pretty iconic one. Carno. Pretty good. There's the castroids, whatever. Fucking beaver. It's a big ass beaver monster. Alright. That's 3 there. Next up is the Calicotherium. Oh, I love those colors on it. Yeah, those colors are really cool. And then the last one, wow. Bring out the shrimp here. The compy. Alright. So these are our next 5 participants here. This will be good. Alright. So we got the Carbonemys turtle, big, well not really big, but you know, tanky, he's all hell. 2700 in health, not bad. 350 in melee damage, kinda slow, but you know, he could take some hits. You hit him in the head or in the legs or in the tail, you'll get more damage, but a lot of these dinos are going to be hitting that shell, and that shell actually takes reduced damage or reduces any incoming damage, so that may help him if he gets picked. The Carno, 2300 in health, 315 in damage. Carno, of course, is an iconic. He's a little close to an Allosaur. So he's not bad. He's definitely got some damage. I don't know how well he'll last in the fight, but... Alright, the Beaver, 2100 in health, 270 in melee damage. That's good. Beavers can be pretty fast. They're more of a water build than anything, but overall, they're not bad. One of my personal favorites, the Calicotherium. I'm loving these colors. That orange and black, that's some Halloween type shit there. There's more brown, but you know. 3,300 in health and 343 in melee damage. We might have a winner just off of that. And then the compy. The Calicotherium does have that boulder throw, so he's got some range to him. That might help him out in the fight. Alright. 300 in health. 364 in melee damage. Wow. The compy has more melee damage than health. That's pretty interesting. It'll definitely be for me right now it's kind of tied between Carno and the Carbonemys and the Calico. Beaver and compy I'm not really worried about. I feel like the Carbonemys would be better in water, so I'm just gonna toss him out of the mix there. Carno or Calicotherium? I feel like that Calico could take that Carno out pretty easily. I gotta go with the Calicotherium. And I love the sit down thing, that's so cool. And apparently any creature that has the ability to like throw stuff, like the Calicotherium, like you can put them on turret mode. I heard something about that, like they were starting to do that with other dinos. Alright, let's go. He's a big one. He's the big hulking motherfucker, ain't he? Here we go. So our first three contestants: the Ankylo, the Beazle Buffalo, and the Calicotherium. Oh, it's interesting so far, but we got a whole lot more dinos to go. Let me bring up the stream again real quick. I don't even think I've been streaming for all that long, actually. Alright. I got a text. Huh. Oh well. Alright, but yep, that's gonna sum it up for this part of the tournament, guys. Can't wait to get to part 2. So it's definitely gonna be interesting to see who all is gonna get picked and who's gonna win and become the king of the land. I got a few ideas as to who's gonna be in there, but it all depends on who they come into the groups with and stat wise and all that stuff. So, yep, that's gonna be it for this stream here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys for part 2. Later, guys.